The run on retired baseball players' rookie cards has continued, and now it's moved on to Ivan Rodriguez's Upper Deck Final Edition from 1991. So this set is best known for the Pedro Martinez rookie card. There's also a Jim Thome rookie card that some people consider uh, more of an extra rookie card, while the 92 Bowman's considered his actual rookie card. But with Ivan Rodriguez, this is considered one of his primary rookie cards. So the Upper Deck Final Edition came as a box set that was so plentifully printed that you can actually still find them sealed today for about $10 or so. So this card in particular, in PSA 9, sells for about $4 to $5, while the PSA 10 sells for about 15, maybe to 20. So the reason we're talking about this particular card today is if you take a look, this is the sales history from the last 180 days. And so as you can see, we had quite a few of them sell in April. A few of them sell. But yesterday on 6/1, beginning of June, so June started off with this card selling at about $4. And as you can see, it very quickly escalated up towards $5. So we had something like 50 copies change hands yesterday. So that's a pretty high transaction volume for such a plentiful card. But it definitely shows that people are definitely leaning towards collecting PSA 9s in quantity rather than focusing their efforts on collecting PSA 10s. So there is some sense to this. If you take a look at the PSA Pop Report, so there's 9,641 of these graded by PSA currently as of June 2nd, 2020, and there are 2,686 10s and 5,075 9s. So about roughly half of these, a little bit over half of these, have graded a mint 9, while about 1,800 have graded an 8. So, 9 or a 10 is not guaranteed. So there is certainly a chance, a good probably 20% chance or so, if you send this card in, it might come back an 8 straight out of the box. So the choice really is, do you go ahead and you spend, the $15-$20, get a guaranteed 10, or do you go and you spend, say $20 and buy 3 or 4 of the 9? And so what it seems like recently, and this has been sort of a trend that we've been seeing across just the hobby in general, not just baseball cards, basketball cards as well, and football cards. The PSA 9s have become the more popular target recently. So to compare, we'll take a look at the PSA 10. As you can see, this is a card that hasn't really sold very much recently. We had a couple sell in May, but for the most part, the PSA 10 hasn't really been moving. The last trade we actually had was about $12, and this card is between, as you can see here, about $17 to $20 in PSA 10. There's also the BGS 9.5, the Gem Mint, available on the pit for $10, and there's actually 22 available at that price. So for just twice the price of a PSA 9, you could get a slight bump upgrade in a BGS 9.5. So there's definitely, this is definitely a card that you can get in great quantity if you're looking to. But as you can see, people have been selling this card for the bid rather than buying at the ask, which tends to mean that it's a card that they'd rather sell out of these and invest in the PSA 9. So kind of interesting that we're seeing such a run on this particular card. It's a pretty populous card as well. But I think that in general, I think last month we saw a few other Ivan Rodriguez cards start to pick up in value, and so it does seem that this one might be next. So what do you guys think? Do you think that buying 3 or 4 of a PSA 9 for the cost of a PSA 10 is a better investment? Do you think it's just a better use of money, or do you think that you know, or do you think that it is worth going ahead and paying for the Gem Mint? Whether it be the 9.5 BGS or PSA 10. Love to hear your thoughts on that. And we'll be back soon with more Sports card market reports from thepit.com. Happy collecting, everyone.